Good morning, students. Today we are starting with the new chapter of retirement and death of a partner. This chapter is divided into two parts. First is retirement of a partner, and the second part is death of a partner. Though most of the accounting treatment is same in both the cases, but as the concept is different, so there will certainly be some change in treatment in case of death. So we are first starting with the first section of the chapter, that is retirement of a partner. If we say that the partner has the right to retire from the firm or not, yes, certainly he has the right to retire from the firm, but only after giving due notice to the remaining partners. That means abrupt retirement is not allowed. You cannot say any day, okay, I want retirement. So there should be due notice given by the person who is willing to retire from the firm, and normally retirement takes place at the end of the financial year. So in between the year, retirement normally is not possible. It is done only at the end of the financial year, right? When retirement happens, it is not so that business will stop its operations. Business is going to continue its operations. The only thing is that the old partnership will come to an end. Means the old partnership deed will now be cancelled and a new deed will be framed among the remaining partners. Fresh agreement will be framed among the remaining partners. So it is basically dissolution of partnership, not of partnership firm. So business will be continued with the remaining partners along with a new agreement, right? So retiring partner will get the following things apart from his capital. So when he is retiring, he'll now take away everything which he has invested in the business. So first of all, obviously his right is on capital. So capital he'll be getting back, but along with the capital, he is going to claim for his share of goodwill, because he is going to say that I have also worked hard, and because of me, the goodwill of the firm has arisen, right? So he has due share in that goodwill because he also worked hard for that. So he'll ask for his share of goodwill. Then he will ask for his share of reserves also, because the profits were earned during the tenure when he was also the partner of the firm, and they were transferred to the reserves. So he also has right on the reserves. So he'll ask for his share of reserve. Then apart from that, he will ask the old partners to revalue the all partners to revalue the assets and the liabilities, and if there is profit or loss on revaluation, that also will be asked for by the retiring partner. So if he is getting the assets and liabilities revalued, he will get the share of profit, or if there is loss, he has to bear the loss as well. I hope this is clear. So these are the three basic things which he will ask along with the capital, but there can be other issues also, the calculations which are required, like we did in case of admission, that is new profit sharing ratio, treatment of goodwill, treatment of reserve, all that things will be repeated here in retirement. So let's start up with the concepts one by one. First concept, calculation of new profit sharing ratio and gaining ratio of the remaining partners. We'll be taking up the concepts one by one. First, I am concentrating only on new profit sharing ratio. Let's take one example. When new profit sharing ratio of remaining partners is not given in the question, it is not given, that means we have to calculate it, right? X, Y and Z are partners in a firm, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. Calculate new ratio when first case X retires, second case Y retires, and third case when Z retires, right? And solution is very easy in this case. So what I am doing, I have written the old ratio first. Old ratio is 3:2:1. When X will retire, what I'll do, I'll highlight X share out of that and remove the highlighted share. That means X share was 3. Now remove this highlighted share. You are left with what? It is 2:1. That means the share of Y and Z in the old ratio. So when X will retired, the new ratio is 2:1. Now come to Y. When Y will retire, right? Again I have written the old ratio 3:2:1. Now remove the highlighted share. What I have highlighted here is 2. That is the share of Y. So I am left with 3:1. So new ratio is 3:1. When Z retire, children, see I have highlighted Z share. Remove the highlighted share. So 3:2:1, cancel 1 out of it. You will be getting the new ratio of 3:2. Clear? So this is one case which is very simple, but all the time you are not going to enjoy this simple case. So let's move on to the next concept of new profit sharing ratio. When remaining partner purchase share of retiring partner in some specified proportions, means their gain will be given, that how they are going to share the retiring partners share of profit. Let's see one example. A, B and C are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 5:4:3. B retired and his share was divided equally between A and C. Just see what is B's share. The profit sharing ratio is 5:4:3. So B's share is 4/12. Right? So 4/12 is shared equally by A and C. Calculate new profit sharing ratio of A and C. Let's check how we are going to solve it. Now B's share 4/12 divided equally between A and C. So A's gain becomes half of 4/12. 2/12. Same way C's gain is 1/2 of 4/12. 2/12. We will add their gain into their old shares. So A's new share is old share plus gain. His old share was 5/12 plus 2/12, it comes out to be 7/12. C's new share, his old share 3/12 plus his gain 2/12, so it comes out to be 5/12. So the new ratio is 7:5. You need to practice this case of new profit sharing ratio by doing the exercise questions. Now moving on, let's take one more example of this case. P, Q and R are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3:2. R retires and his share was taken up entirely by P. That means in this case only P is the gaining partner. Q is not gaining anything. So the share of profit of retiring partner, that is R, is purchased entirely by P. Obviously he will be the only one who is going to compensate for that also. But now in this question you are being asked to calculate the new ratio of P and Q. So children, what we are going to do? We are going to first calculate P's gain. P's gain is equal to R shares. What is R share? See the old ratio once again. It is 2/10. So whole of 2/10 will be P's gain. So what is P's new share? His old share plus his gain. His old share is 5/10 plus his gain is 2/10. So his new share is 7/10. Let's come to Q. For Q, the share will remain same as old ratio because he is not gaining anything. So his share is 3/10. So new ratio of P and Q becomes 7:3. Clear, children? In our next video, we are going to do treatment of goodwill. Thank you, children.